The sun cast golden rays over the vast savannah as a tiny lion cub, weak and shivering, stumbled through the tall grass. His name was Leo, and he had been separated from his pride after a violent storm swept through the land. Hungry and lost, he let out feeble cries, but no one came to his aid. Miles away, in a small human village on the edge of the savannah, a kind-hearted dog named Max lived with his owner, an old hunter named Papagide. Max was known for his generosity. He shared food with stray animals and even helped lost baby goats find their mothers. One evening, as Max roamed near the outskirts of the village, he heard a faint whimpering sound. Following the cries, he found Leo curled up under a thorny bush, his golden fur covered in dust and his eyes filled with fear. Max hesitated. He knew that lions were dangerous, and if Leo grew up, he could become a fierce predator. But something about the cub's helplessness melted Max's heart. Carefully, he approached and nudged Leo with his nose. "Are you lost, little one?" Max asked softly. Leo weakly lifted his head. I can't find my family," he whimpered. Max knew he had to act fast. If he left Leo alone, the cub wouldn't survive the night. Ignoring the risk, he gently picked Leo up by the scruff of his neck and carried him back to the village. Max snuck Leo into Papagidi's backyard, hiding him behind some old wooden crates. The old man was strict, and if he found out Max had brought a lion into the village, he would surely drive the cub away. That night, Max shared his food with Leo, tearing pieces of roasted meat and feeding him. Leo, though weak, wagged his tiny tail in gratitude. Days passed, and Leo began to grow stronger. Every night, Max would sneak food to him, teaching him little tricks like how to balance on his paws and how to be quiet when humans were around. Leo saw Max as his protector, but he also felt a growing curiosity about the world beyond the village. One evening, as Max returned from his usual patrol, he noticed something terrifying. A group of hunters had arrived in the village, talking about tracking a lost lion cub. Max's heart pounded. He had to find a way to keep Leo safe. Max knew he couldn't keep Leo hidden forever, so he hatched a plan. He would help Leo return to the wild. But before they could leave, the hunters spotted something unusual, tiny paw prints leading behind Papagide's house. "Looks like the cub has been hiding nearby," one hunter muttered. Max acted quickly. He ran into the house, barking loudly to distract them while signaling to Leo to run toward the open fields. But Leo, still young and inexperienced, hesitated. "Max, I don't want to leave you," Leo cried. "You must," Max said firmly. "The wild is your home. Go before it's too late." With a heavy heart, Leo dashed into the tall grass just as the hunters reached the backyard. They searched, but the cub was gone. Papagide, noticing Max's strange behavior, finally pieced everything together. He crouched beside Max, stroking his fur. "You're a good soul, my friend," Papagide whispered. "You saved the cub, didn't you?" Max lowered his head, unsure if he had done the right thing. Weeks passed. Max missed Leo, but hoped he was safe. Then, one evening, as Max lay resting by the village gate, he heard a deep, powerful roar from the distance. Startled, he looked up to see a majestic young lion standing on the hill. It was Leo, strong, proud, and no longer a helpless cub. Max's tail wagged excitedly as Leo descended toward the village, but he didn't come alone. Behind him were two lionesses, his mother and sister. Leo had found his family. But instead of forgetting Max, he had returned to say thank you. The villagers watched in awe as Leo walked up to Max and nuzzled him gently. It was a rare sight, a lion showing affection to a dog. Max barked happily, knowing that he had done the right thing. Though their worlds were different, their bond was unbreakable. As the sun set over the savannah, Leo roared one last time before disappearing into the wild with his pride. Max watched, proud and content, knowing he had played a part in something truly special.